Hi, I'm Rita. Welcome back to my booktube channel, Life Worth Reading. So today I'm doing a very special kind of video. If you've seen the title, then you already know what's up. I will be doing a 24-hour readathon where I will try to read as much as I can from The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. I recently hauled this book in my most recent book haul, so you can go watch that. And I asked if anyone would be interested in seeing a vlog of mine trying to read as much as I can from the series, and a couple of you said that you would like that, and I am here to deliver because I've had this idea ever since I've hauled the books, because I feel like this could be a very bingeable series. So that's what I'll be doing today. I have no idea what to expect. I have only ever read Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, which was my favorite book from when I was younger, which is troublesome. But I've actually never read The Raven Boys, and I have no idea what it is about, actually. I know that it's a lot of people's favorite series. They're like fantasy series. And I've heard that it's a lot about friendship, adventure, like a journey, I guess. But when I read the synopsis of The Raven Boys, it seems very like romance heavy, which I'm finding a bit weird because I don't see a lot of people talking about romance in this book. So it's like, do I just have the like completely different idea? And since I can't explain what's going on because I haven't read them yet, I will just read the synopsis because I think that would be good for both of us, because I honestly have no idea what's going on either. So let's check it out. Even if Blue hadn't been told her true love would die if she kissed him, she would stay away from boys, especially the ones from the local private school, known as Raven Boys. They only mean trouble. But this is the year that everything will change for Blue. This is the year that she will be drawn into the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, and the year Blue will discover that magic does exist. This is the year that she will fall in love. I mean, does that not sound romance heavy to you? I mean, just like she'll literally fall in love. She has to stay away from boys. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah. So today I'll be trying to read The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily Lily Blue, and The Raven King. So I mean, I'll probably fail because I've been checking out the books and I feel like all of them have over 400 pages more or less, and so that's doing some quick maths here. I think that'll be like over at least 1,300 pages for me to read in 24 hours, which doesn't sound like I can do it, but we'll just have to see. I will be sleeping though, because your girl cannot handle not sleeping, but I'll try to make the most of my reading day. And right now it is almost like 2 p.m. It's like 1:40 or something. And so I will start reading now, and I'll be reading until this time tomorrow. And we'll see what I can accomplish then. First update now. It's almost 6 p.m. and I've only read about 50% of Raven Boys, which, you know what, I wasn't expecting, because I was expecting this to be a little bit faster than it is. I've been reading and also listening to the audiobook on script. I like the audiobook, but it's narrated by a guy. I don't know, I like it, but it's not my favorite audiobook ever, and so I've been listening to that. And I've been reading some of the chapters in between, and at first I found it a little bit confusing. Like the first 20 or 30% of it, I found it to be a little bit confusing. I don't know why. It just like took me a little bit to get into the story. But now that I'm like halfway through, I'm actually really enjoying it. I really like Blue as a character, and I like the fact that they're all psychics, like in her family. I thought it would be a different type of magic, but they're all psychics and they do readings with tarot cards, which I'm really into, and so that's been also something that I'm actually really enjoying. So I really can't tell where the story is going so far, but I am liking it, and I hope that I at least finish the first one. I think that I'm gonna finish at least the first one and half of the second one. That's my prediction, because this is reading a lot slower than I thought it would. So yeah, I need to go grocery shopping now, so I can't, unfortunately, I can't keep reading for like an hour, so I'm gonna lose an hour of the readathon, but that's perfectly okay. I'll catch up later. And so yeah, I'm gonna go now, and I will see you in a bit. Well, I am on the last 100 pages of The Raven Boys. It has taken me so much longer than I thought that it would to read this book. It's like almost 11 p.m. and I'm still finishing up the first book, which, you know, is not a good sign. So I think that this 24-hour readathon is kind of a fail already, but I'm gonna stay positive and I'm gonna keep on reading. So far, I have gotten a lot more into it. I do love all the boys. There has been a pretty cool twist regarding one of the boys that I'm not going to talk about. There's this sort of mystery going on, and I'm really liking how it's going. But also, like, the plot is moving so fast and there's so much happening that I wonder what the actual storyline for the other 3 books are going to be, because this feels very, even though that it is a big journey, them trying to find this Welsh king, you know that it's not going to happen in the first book, but a lot of the other side storylines, I guess, are kind of moving fast, which is great because it's not a boring book, but I still don't know where exactly the story is going, besides the main journey to try and find this Welsh king. And so I think that for tonight, I'm just gonna read and finish The Raven Boys. I don't think that I can get started on The Dream Thieves, especially because it's so much longer than the first one. I think this is the biggest one. And also people say that it's the worst one in the series. In this quartet, people say that it's the one that they like the least. And so I don't want to get unmotivated right away, so I think that I might not read it tonight. I feel like I might just finish this one and relax and go to bed and just start again tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's what I thought. I thought that I would read at least this one and half of the next one. So I think that's what's going to happen, but I'm a little sad because I really thought that this might be a quicker read than it is. But yeah, so I'm just going to finish up reading now, and I'll tell you all my thoughts when I do finish it. Hi, so I have just finished The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. It is already midnight and I have just finished this book. So as you can tell, and as I've said before, it took me a long ass time to read. I have read it, have listened to the audiobook, and I actually really enjoyed it. I have no rating in mind, like, whatsoever. I feel like I have to sit with it a little bit more, but I like the story. I love the characters, and I'm just gonna say this once. The Noah storyline broke my heart. I adore him, and you know what? It wasn't easy to read if you're a Noah stan. But overall, I loved all of the boys. I loved Blue. And I can definitely tell why some people think that this is like a comfort book for them, because I can definitely see, I don't know, I can see that, like, the comfort side of the story. And so I'm really looking forward to the next books. Like I've mentioned before, a lot of people say that The Dream Thieves is the worst one, so I'm just gonna stick it out. And as I'm talking to you, I'm gonna take off my makeup because I'm wearing mascara and such right now, so I'm gonna do that before bed. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of people say that The Dream Thief is the worst one, and so I'm not sure what to expect out of it. It ended on an interesting note, on a kind of sad, but it ended on an interesting note, so I'm at least excited to find out more about what's gonna happen. And just, I don't know, I just want to know more about these boys, because there's still a lot that we don't really know, and I feel like we're gonna get to know them a lot better, so I'm excited for that. but I'm loving their dynamics so far. I really like Gansey. I think that I like all of them. I don't think there's any one of them that I just don't like. So overall, I really love the characters. Like I said, I love the fact that Blue and her family are like psychics. I thought that was really fun because, I don't know, I had no idea that that would be an element to the story, which is kind of stupid because I know it's about magic and stuff, but I had no idea that like psychic and tarot card readings and all that would be involved. And so, as you know, I do tarot card readings, mostly for myself and the people that I'm closest with. I'm not that great or anything, but yeah, it's something that I love exploring and that I love doing. And so that was a really fun element that I didn't expect. And yeah, technically this 24-hour readathon will end tomorrow at like 1 something p.m. I feel like I may stretch it a little bit more just so I can get a little bit more into the Dream Thieves, because yeah, like this took me a long time to read. And so I'm gonna start listening to the audiobook first thing tomorrow, and yeah, we'll just see how far this goes. But I'm gonna sit with it a little bit more and I'm gonna think about it tonight, and maybe I'll come to a conclusion about the rating tomorrow. But so far I have nothing except that I really enjoyed it. The first third of the book were kind of confusing, not gonna lie, but once I started getting really into it, it was so much fun. And yeah, now I am off to bed, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm sorry that this 24-hour readathon is kind of a flop. I really thought that I would read more than what I did, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Hi, good morning. This reading vlog is a flop. Let's just get it out of the way. This 24-hour readathon is an absolute flop. It's midday and I've only read or listened to like 5% of the Dream Thieves, so I am an absolute flop. I was gonna stay home and read some more, but I actually have to go run an errand. Like right now, I need to leave my house. And so I'm gonna listen to the audiobook all the way through as I do what I need to do. And I don't know, I think that I might stretch this readathon just a few more hours, like probably until like 4 p.m. because I have a driver's class today at 5, and so I can't read much more after that. But I think that I'm gonna extend it to like 4 because like I need to read some more. This was an absolute flop, you know? Yeah, that's all that I had to say. Good morning to all of you. This is my first 24-hour readathon, so maybe that's why it's not going as great as I thought it would go. But yeah, I'm gonna listen to the Dream Thieves as I go do what I need to do, and we'll see how far I get today until like 4. So it'll be like a 27-hour readathon. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I hope that you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later. Hi again. So I have gone to do my errand. I got home, I took a shower because today it's kind of a weird weather today. It's kind of like really humid and kind of hot, but at the same time it's not even sunny, so it's a really weird weather today. And so yeah, I got home, I took a shower, I changed my clothes, I had lunch, and now I have to go walk my dog before I leave for my driver's class. And I am currently 20% into the Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. I still haven't read the physical book. I am only reading the audiobook right now, but hopefully when I get back I can actually read a little bit of the physical book. But yeah, this is taking me a lot longer than I thought that it would, because this is like 450 pages, so it's still kind of a lot, you know. And I am currently on page 82, so I just checked to see what chapter I was on, and yeah, I'm on page 82. And so I think that my final update will be when I come back from my driver's class, and hopefully I can get to 50% of it today before I finish this vlog. And yeah, as I walk my dog, I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook when I go, and when I come back from my driver's class, like on the bus, I'm gonna be listening to that as well. And so yeah, hopefully I can get to 50% of it. Will I achieve that? I'm not sure, but we'll just have to see. I'm sorry if this vlog is super boring. I still just don't know how to make good vlogs. Maybe because my life is just so uninteresting, but I just don't know how to make good vlogs, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I need to go now. I need to go walk my dog before I leave, and I'm running a tight schedule, so I have to go, and I will see you later. Hopefully you will get some really cute footage of my dog walking, because he's the star of all of my vlogs. That's probably what's gonna happen. And yeah, I'll see you later. Hi, so I am just about to wrap up this vlog, this 24-hour readathon that turned into a 30-hour readathon more or less, because it is now 7 p.m. and I am halfway through The Dream Thieves. So I'm just going to talk about everything that I read yesterday and today, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about the Raven Boys, because I just remembered that I didn't even talk about what the hell the plot was. So that was really stupid of me, but basically the Raven Boys follows, you know, the boys. There are 4 of them. There's Ronan, there's Noah, Adam, and Ganti, and then we follow Blue. Like I mentioned, Blue comes from a family of psychics, which I love her family so much, but pretty much Blue is the only one in the family that's not like straight up psychic, but what she can do is she can't like amplify other people's powers, and so they always have her around when they're doing readings and such, because she can just like I don't know, just elevate the powers of everyone and the spirituality of everyone. I feel like there's not a lot of concrete plot, because like the overall journey that they're doing for these 4 books is that Gansi is looking for the Welsh king, Glendower, because he thinks that he is like, his body's like buried in Virginia, and there's this whole thing about ley lines that are like these lines of spiritual energy that are scattered throughout their city in Virginia, Henrietta. And so that's like the main plot, I would say. The plot that's going on in the 4 books is them trying to find this Welsh king. But there's also a lot of side plots or like minor things that are happening in the books. About the first book, I really enjoyed it, but I will say that it's what I'm saying. Like, there's not, even though there's a lot going on, I don't care about the plot, quite honestly. Like, for me, the Raven cycle so far, especially with the Dream Thieves, is like kind of no plot, just vibes, like just character work, and I'm much more invested in like their friendship and their relationships to each other and like their personal lives than the actual plot that's going on, especially with the Dream Thieves, because we find out something about Ronan, and you know, it kind of says in the synopsis in the back, like his dreams invade reality and confuse what is true. So the Dream Thieves, it has something to do with Ronan's dreams, and I'm really enjoying discovering that, and I'm really enjoying exploring like his character and his family as well. But yeah, I'm just so much more invested in personal lives than in the actual plot and what's happening in this book. And I feel like that will be what I think of the rest of the books as well. For me, it's just like no plot, just vibes, just characters, and I'm getting really invested with these characters, and I really love them. And now I can definitely see why people like love this series and why it's such a comfort read for so many people, because you just get attached to these characters, and I feel like that's the best part of these books. Yeah, I basically read The Raven Boys. I have read it and have listened to the audiobook, and this was 420 pages. And now I am halfway through The Dream Thieves, and I've already read 220 pages because it is 450 pages. So overall, I didn't read much, obviously. I've read 660 pages or something like that. So it wasn't like a successful 24-hour readathon, especially because I elongated a little bit because I had some chores to do and some errands to run that I wasn't expecting that I had to. I mean, yeah, but I think it was successful in that I really am liking where this is going, and I feel like I will finish the series this week because I am invested. But yeah, they took me a little bit longer to read than I expected, but I feel like if you've been waiting for this video to see if you should pick up the Raven Boys, if you get what I'm saying, that it's like much more character driven, and I am personally much more invested in the characters and their relationships with each other than like the actual plot and what's actually happening, then I feel like you might really enjoy this. Yeah, I'm happy that I finally gave this a try, because I know this is a lot of people's like comfort favorite series, and I'm happy that I finally tried it out and that I am enjoying it. Yes, I am about to wrap up this vlog. I hope that you had some pleasure watching this. I hope that you just enjoyed me trying to read as much as I could for 24 hours and trying to read the Raven Cycle. I am really looking forward to finishing the series and overall to see what I think of it. So be on the lookout for my May wrap-up, where I'm gonna be talking about the whole series. And I think that's all I want to say. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more bookish content, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you have a nice day, and always remember that life is worth reading.